ready to go. On the Fan, New York Sports Radio. Mike's on, Mike's on. He'll get you the sports any way that he can. It's Mike Francesa on the Fan. Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM, WFAN.
From the studios of WFAN, this is Mike's on Francesa on the Fan on this Thursday, the 14th day of June. Sunny, nice day, a little blustery out there, a little windy, a little more than blustery if you're anywhere near Shinnecock. And that's the story of the day. Yanks in action tonight. Mets in action tonight. Mets in Arizona. Yankees will take on Tampa at home. So we'll get to all that. But the story is the U.S. Open and the fact that Shinnecock has absolutely devoured the best players in the world today. I mean, it has just swallowed them whole. It is a combination of wind and the course conditions. But you're talking about Rory, plus 10, Day, plus, these are final scores for the first round. Rory, plus 10, start the jet. Start the jet, point it towards England. Goodbye. Ireland. Goodbye. Day, plus 9. Spieth, plus 8. Phil, plus 7. Bubba, plus 7. Tiger opened up today, plus 4 in his first 2 holes. Now, there are a couple of exceptions to the rule. There are a couple of guys 1 under par. Guys have even hit 2 under par. Someone even flirted for a second with 3 under par. But for the most part, plus 3 is a good score today, the way things have gone. Dustin Johnson, though, who you have to watch because, he can turn something into a runaway. Dustin Johnson playing with Tiger right now and playing with Thomas. Dustin Johnson, -1, which is a terrific score right now. Tiger trying to get back into it at plus 4. He tripled the first hole, bogeyed the second hole. But think about it. This tournament's over if you're Rory. This tournament's over if you're Day. This tournament's over if you're Spieth. They're not coming back from plus 8 because this is not a place where you can put together 5 and 6 birdies in a row. You can't do that at the U.S. Open. U.S. Open par's a good score. For the most part. You can't go out and, tear the course apart. That doesn't happen. This isn't the Masters. So if you find yourself, if somebody puts up par today and you're Rory, you put up an 80. So this was crazy today. Now, I played golf this morning, so I was watching and checking my phone as I was playing, and it was windy. So I knew it was windy when we were playing, and windier obviously where Shinnecock is. But I was stunned by how the scores Spieth was 5 plus 5 as soon as the thing started. He tripled the first hole. So, but Phil, Rory, Day, Bubba, no one thinks that Bubba doing anything in the U.S. Open anyway. So, but people were picking Phil to win. I wasn't. I thought Spieth had a great chance to win. Other people loved Rory to win. Other people loved Day to win. They're all 10, 9, 8, 7, 7. And other notables, Kuchar led most of the day but finished plus 3. Reed, one of my other picks. I picked 3 guys. I picked Spieth, Reed, and Fleetwood. Those are my 3 guys. Fleetwood's on the course right now at plus 1. Fowler plus 3. Kuchar plus 3. If you're plus 3, sounds like a terrible score. Today, plus 3 is okay. You can live with plus 3. Most of the field's going to be over par. If you shoot even today, you are ahead of the game. If someone like Dustin Johnson shoots on the par, watch out. So that is the story of the golf right now. Windy conditions, and it has absolutely devoured. We will get Justin Leonard up from the golf course in a little while to give us the reasons why. But what a day where the course has just taken down these players to that kind of tune. Think about it. You got some of the favorites and some of the top players. The second favorite to win the tournament was Rory. The tie for third was Day. They're both, 10 plus 10 and plus 9. Mickelson's plus 7. Spieth's plus 8. So, and a host of others, too. So it is just a wild day out there. Now, to the Yankees off a loss last night, hey, I tell you, every time the Yankees lose, people are like, oh, well, I got to go get pitching. They will do it. They have plenty of time to do it. They have done everything very matter-of-factly. They have, ever since the first couple of weeks when they sputtered, they have played sensationally consistent baseball since then. You can tell that by the fact that they don't lose series. They just go on to the next one. So they welcome Tampa in for the weekend, and then they're going to play that doubleheader Monday where they're going to play the suspended game at 5 and then the other game in Washington right after it. So they got that coming up. The Mets in Arizona for the weekend. No Mats tonight. It will be Vargas, which is not exactly what you want to do, is throw Vargas at a hot Arizona team. But that's what you're going to do this evening as things continue to just get, uglier and uglier for the Mets after yesterday's 2-0 loss and all the stuff going on there. I see... You see, now you see people are going to start to pile on Callaway, which I didn't want to see happen. I really didn't. But he has not, the team has been awful, and he has just not distinguished himself so far. And listen, I don't blame managers for when teams collapse because it's usually a lot bigger than the manager. And this is bigger than the manager. But the manager just in his first year just has looked a little overmatched himself. He has looked at times almost as overmatched as his hitters have looked. And his hitters have looked really overmatched. I mean, incredibly overmatched. So that's the story as I watch this golf course and I watch the pants flapping in the wind and the flags flapping in the wind and the scores go up, up, and up, and up. As I see Tiger Woods here on the par 5 fifth, hitting his second shot, trying to get himself back in. Almost gets on the green, just falls short. Look at those flags. I mean, they are really blowing. Henley's now 3 under par. Gay is 2 under par. Ian Poulter is in the clubhouse at 1 under. Scott Piercy in the clubhouse 1 under at 69. Here's the Rama is +3 in the trap. So basically, if you go out there today, I would say the score you're shooting for is +3. If you go out there and shoot +3, you're fine. You're pretty much going to be right in the middle of it. You don't want to go blow up like a Rory or a Day and go shoot +10 or +9. But if you go out there and shoot +3 or under, I think you left yourself in fine shape. That's pretty much a decent score, considering. That'll leave you like 3-4 strokes from the lead as Rama's about ready to break his gloves, which is, that's him. He does a lot of that. He does a lot. He has a lot of temperature. He's a baby. He does. He's a kid. He does have a world of talent, and he's a big man. But he does break his. He has a bad temper. As he's about. You're going to see a lot of temper on this course this afternoon. That's how it's been. It's unbelievable. Like Kuchar left all day today. I don't know what he did late, but Kuchar went from. Every time I looked today, he was 2 under, and then I see he finished up +3. So all you did, one hole, boom. One hole, and you can go +3, +4 on the hole in this place. It can happen in a heartbeat. That's how tough this thing is. And then you add the wind, and hey, I can't wait to hear what some of the guys say. We'll have Justin Leonard in a couple of minutes. So that is the story. That and the traffic. And then the accident. There was an accident, Mons told me. I mean, so I'm sure there's plenty of stuff going on there. But the wind is blowing and the scores are escalating and escalating and escalating. So if you like to see, great players go out and shoot +9 and +10, make you feel at home, well, today's the day because that's what you've seen so far at the U.S. Open in Shinnecock. So we'll get everything rolling for this Thursday right after this.